Welcome to a TLDR boss guide for the Silken Court, for any warlocks who wanted to play Affliction. The Silken Court is the penultimate fight and has 2 bosses with 3 phases and 2 intermissions. In phase 1, have a tank on each boss with Takaj jumping around and spamming a poison dot on the off tank. Call for a dispel if you need it, but tank swap after the piercing strike, which gives a damage taken increase. Venomous Rain makes everyone deal splash damage, so spread out before the cast. Add spawn that fixate people, so kill them ASAP. On Heroic, they start with a damage reduction buff, so slow and kite them while blasting the shit out of them. Impaling Eruption is a frontal from a Nerub'ar, so don't get hit. Web bombs connect 2 players close to it when you run into them, so snap the connections you don't need, but save one for reckless charge. A Nerub'ar burrows to a new location, then charges across the room, dealing lethal damage if he hits the wall opposite. Hitting the web connection stuns him with a damage amp, so webby boys stand either side of the charge to stop him. On Heroic, you need 2 webs to stop the charge, so make sure you assign players who have better coordination than your average warrior. At 100 energy, Takaj starts the first intermission, jumping to the middle of the room while a Nerub'ar burrows away. She gains a damage shield and deals raid-wide damage until you break it, and spawns web cones around her which explode with a knockback, so move to a safe space before they do. Once you break the shield, you start phase 2, with Takaj now having new abilities. Web Vortex pulls everyone in, then casts Entropic Desolation, killing anyone too close. Pop some movement to get the fuck out before it goes off, and everyone gets web connections, so run away to break them. Strands of Reality is a frontal on a random player, so don't get hit. And for tanks, Void Bolt is the same as Poison Bolt, but now deals shadow damage in case that mattered. Nerub'ar still casts his frontal, his tank hit, and spawns ads, but no longer charges, instead giving a few players Stinging Swarm. This is a dispellable dot with a damage taken increase, jumping to the closest player or Takaj when you dispel, stunning them if they get 3 stacks. Use this to stop Cataclysmic Entropy, lethal raid-wide damage if you get more than 1 tick. Place 3 markers in the middle of the room and have swarm players pre-positioned before the cast starts, then dispel them all to stop it ASAP. Mass Dispel here is best, but if you don't have it, coordinate your healers so they don't argue over who dispels who. At 100 rage, a Nerub'ar begins the second intermission, with Takaj now jumping away. You get another damage shield, but now it spawns rings of spikes all over the room, so good luck guessing where you should go and break out anyone who chooses poorly. After you break it, you start phase 3, which is all the hardest mechanics put together. A Nerub'ar goes back to charging, so save a web or 2 from Web Vortex to stop it. Keep using the Stinging Swarm dispels to stop the Cataclysmic Entropy, and dodge the frontals from both bosses. The only addition here is Unleashed Swarm, channeling increasing raid-wide damage, so pop some CDs to keep everyone alive. And that's it for the Silken Court. Congrats on your kill. Hopefully you made it through the shitshow in one piece to take on the Spider Queen. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one.